Okay, so I'll start from the beginning. Yesterday we got a phone call to the team and I was on duty. It was the sergeant from the local police station, and he said that he needed the duty social worker to go down there and act as an appropriate adult for a young person they had in custody. So I got him to explain a bit more about the situation before I went down there. Turns out they'd just arrested a boy called Ben, who's 15 years old. His sister had made allegations that he had been sexually abusing her for quite a long time. So they'd arrested him, he was in custody. And obviously due to the nature, of the incident, really serious allegations, the parents couldn't act as the appropriate adult, so that's why they wanted one of us to go down there. So I left the office, got down there at about 1:30, I think it was. And first of all just went into a room with Ben and his solicitor. And we were having an informal conversation. And before I even know it, Ben partially admits that yes, he has been sexually abusing Katie. So the solicitor then says to him, okay, you say no comment when it comes to the formal statement, which Ben did, and he's currently on police bail now, and he's actually in foster care. Obviously he couldn't return back to the family home. The problem that I've got is that the sergeant told Ben that any conversation he'd be having with his solicitor would be private and confidential. The solicitor then assumed that Ben would want an appropriate adult, but failed to tell Ben that if I was there as the appropriate adult, the conversation would no longer be confidential. So I think the only reason Ben disclosed what he did is because he thought that he was having, a private conversation in a safe place where he could do so. Now I just don't know what to do. I've never really come across, this ethical dilemma like this. On one hand, I think that I should be upholding Ben's rights and respecting the issue of confidentiality. He thought it was going to be a safe place to talk. On the other hand, we've got a child that could potentially have been sexually abused, and it's my duty as a social worker to pass that on to protect Katie and, I guess, protect any other possible victims.